All right. Hopefully we've got some people that are tuning in early because we're going to get started here in just a minute. I'll let the stream get going here and feel free to ask any questions. All right. I'm going to let some people get logged in. Usually it takes a few minutes to get things going. So we will check out the hole real quick. Par 4 looks pretty open. Shouldn't be a bad hole for me. Gives me some options with my driver. For those of you that are jumping on right away, it looks like we already got 8 or 10 people. This is a pretty special course for me. I live in Michigan, so this is northern Michigan up by Traverse City, Crystal Downs. It is one of the most prestigious courses in the United States, and I don't know where it ranks in the world, but it's a private club. It's very exclusive, difficult to get on to play. You have to know a member to get you on or have some type of connection, and I've never been able to play it. I do know some people that I think could get me on, so I need to take advantage of that. Why not get a little practice in the sim, show you guys Crystal Downs, answer some questions for you guys. We're playing with the Unicore QED. We've obviously been messing with this quite a bit the past week because it's a fresh install in the Golf Simulator studio. So, appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully I can keep my driver under control tonight, and we'll see what we can come up with here. All right, 440. I'm just going to try to lay one down there. I've been driving, I don't know, 250 or so lately. Nothing crazy. If I get a hold of them, I can go my normal 260 or 70, but haven't had anything spectacular lately, and a few really short and kind of bad ones. So go ahead and get things going. Well, that is going the wrong direction.
On this one.
It's not going to be that bad though. I mean, I pushed it, but you could see that on the, got all kinds of data for you guys. You can see my, look at that ball was, that ball was heading right for the driver hit it.
Well,
I've got my Unicore Ignite software chopped up. And so this video right here that I'm pointing at is my little higher end DSLR camera that I use for the swing video from behind. And then this camera that I'm pointing at, towards you guys, that is a 4K webcam. It doesn't operate in 4K, but it allows me to do a replay in what I believe is 60 frames a second, because you're not able to hard program a Logitech Brio camera. I tried forcing it into its frame rate in the Logitech software, and I think it's reverting a little bit on me, but 175 yards, 7 feet downhill, not bad. I like how they picked the fall time for Crystal Downs, and the reason is because northern Michigan, if you know anything about it, it's a destination. I mean, Traverse City has become a hub. The airport has flights all the time going in and out of New York and Chicago now because people are realizing how awesome Traverse City is. I love it. We go up there often. It's beautiful. In the fall is a special time when wine country, or Michigan wine country up there. So it's cool they did it in the fall. I hit that a little fat. I don't think it's going to get there. No, I pulled it a little bit. It had the distance. I just knew it didn't feel great. Yeah, a little fat. You could see that face open up. All right. Let's see what we can do here. What do we got, a dozen or so people on already? Chris is on, 2016 Ryder Cup on the tube, and Jay playing Crystal Downs. That's awesome. Yeah, they're playing some awesome replays. I mean, would you watch some of that again if there was PGA on right now? Maybe not. So, I mean, if we wanted to look at kind of the, positive side of things right now, I've been watching old YouTube videos of like Tiger's best shots and all these different things PGA Tour keeps pushing out, and I think it's cool. I mean, there are things that we might not you know, have the time to sit back and watch if we were watching the normal tournament play. So yeah, have you ever heard of Crystal Downs, Chris? I mean, it's pretty well known. I mean, it's in all the golf magazines and everything. So we're in heavy rough. Now, if I look at my little cheat sheet here, all right, my cheat sheet tells me that heavy rough is a 14% penalty. So that means I need to add 14% to the 22 yards, all right, or my club, however you want to look at it, and it's 9 feet uphill. Why don't we take a look really quick? I like how it puts you right in those weeds, those 3D weeds. Oh man, look at that. I think I need to aim a little left. What do you think? Somewhere over here is what I'm thinking. And then maybe lay it up a little short. 22 yards. So maybe land it about 50 feet or so. See if we can do this. That's kind of where I wanted to be. Look at this thing. It's going to go back towards the hole. That's in the friend zone. That's in the friend zone. Did we sneak out of there? I think we did. I think we did. Did you see the green though? Difficult green. I know this isn't an easy course, so expect some high scores here. Sim Spot, love your videos, keep it up. Have you tried reshade on TGC? No, actually, I don't use reshade, and don't, you know, yell at me for it, but I'm actually totally against reshade. All they're doing with that software is just kind of jamming the contrast, you know, lowering the shadows, raising the highlights, you know, and the reason that people think it looks better on their projector is generally because of a lower lumen projector or too much ambient light. Now listen, everybody has their own opinions. This is my opinion. I always tell people that on the channel. I mean, you know, take it for what it is. I mean, whatever your opinion is, fantastic. I'm telling you my opinion. I'm not a reshade fan. I mean, I'm lucky. I have a high lumen projector, but projectors can't produce blacks. And a lot of people don't think of that. They might know it when you say it, but they don't think of it. And so really all you're doing is just taking the darker areas and dimming them down even further, and then taking the bright areas and brightening them up even more with reshade to try to make it look better. But then you're losing the quality. You're not seeing as much. See if I can actually get another drive here. Oh, that was a lucky miss, I'll be honest with you. You see how low that thing was? I just kind of, yeah, look at that. I just kind of came down. I was trying to push my hands out front. That way I didn't hook it because I've been hitting my driver left. Oh man, that was a short drive too. That's going to leave me with a long fairway shot. But I hope that makes sense. Tell me what you think. Tom says you're making me think I have to trade him Amiibo Plus. Hey, sorry, Tom. I mean, we're going to continue testing a lot of hardware here in the GSV studio. And yeah, I mean, Unicore was the hot item that we want to put in here. We're going to put in the IXL soon. So we'll be testing that. You'll be able to see that. Do you think the new PGA 2K21 game will replace the 2019 simulator software? There has not been talk of it yet, but I know some of the guys over at the Pro T team, and I have asked them, and I'm sure they'll get me a polished answer there. Those guys are very, very cool. I mean, I promote the software because I like it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like a lot of things. I mean, I really do. I enjoy all the software, but you know, I'm doing TGC right now because I want to show that it integrates with the Unicore QED. I want to show off the custom courses that are available, like Crystal Downs. I mean, which is just unbelievable. This is LiDAR as well, just so you know. Chris says, love the videos. Will TaylorMade or Callaway picks balls read on the QED? You can get anything to read on the QED. You just buy these little stickers and put them on. They're not hard to put on. There's a lot of people doing that, just so you know. I'll be honest. I've never hit a Bridgestone ball until I got these Bridgestone premium balls for the QED. And I actually like them. Some people think that they can't get quite as much spin. I'm not a pure iron hitter, you know. I might be losing a little bit of my spin here and there versus a super soft ball, but I'm telling you right now, for sim golf, I think they're great. man, I pushed out. I was so worried about my big draw. Gosh darn it all. That's no good. Look at that thing. You can see that ball take off right. I'm trying to correct this big inside out. And I'm still 6 degrees inside out. So I'm like pushing, you know, trying to correct that inside out heavy draw that I have. I should just play the draw at this stage. So hopefully that answers your question, but you'll be able to see how the IXO performs here once we get that in the studio. That does not require marked balls. One cool thing for the QED that is coming up that's you know, kind of been officially released is they are going to have an update that allows club stickers. So if you're in here and you do want to do a more fitting session, you can put stickers on that to get precise club head speeds, because they're willing to admit that their club head speeds sometimes come in a low, and it doesn't affect the accuracy at all because they're measuring that ball so closely with the camera, the ball speed, the launch angle, the spin and everything, that club head speed being a little lower doesn't matter, you know, and then you're getting the real video feedback of, you know, the face angle and everything. SimSpot says, interesting, yeah, there's hundreds of settings you can tweak. I've enjoyed messing with it. Have you tried Jack Nicklaus Perfect Golf? Yeah, it's okay. It's going away. TrackMan bought it. They redid it, and in August it's gone. So I'm really not, you know, going to dive into Jack Nicklaus Golf. I know some people are playing it, but it's going away. I know someone's trying to actually do their own version, and we'll see if that gets, you know, approved through the you know, grapevine and everything. I don't know what's going to go on there. What will the new Unicore IXL, I didn't say it, but it's IXO, cost as a rough guide? And will it connect Wi-Fi to the laptop? So because it's pushing so much data instantaneously, I don't know if you can notice right now that when I hit the ball, I mean, this thing takes off. I mean, it is reading a window and it's like boom, you know, and they're doing that with Cat6 high-speed Ethernet cable that runs into actually the dedicated first port on your Ethernet. So you either get like a USB dongle, or in my case, I have a high-speed Lightning port that I actually have a gigabit Ethernet port on as well. But we actually plugged the Unicore QED system into the onboard port, which is first in line. Then we put my internet in the Lightning gigabit port that I have. So they want that data immediately hitting the Ignite software so it can push it to TGC and the ball flies. 30 yards, 2 feet out of the sand. Let's look at a greenside bunker penalty really quick, guys. Bunkers closer than 40 yards, 40% penalty. We need to get this thing there. All right. 40% penalty. I can add that on. I still didn't quite get it there, but I'm going to get a little roll out of it. I'll take that. I feel like I read that 40% all right. Ooh, these greens are tough. I can just tell how tough these greens are.
But you're out of the bunker.
I knew I was getting myself in for it when I decided to play Crystal Downs.
Okay, here we go. This one.
So let's talk about the cost, Tom, while we're on that. And I don't want to leave SimSpot out of it. You know, we were talking about, you know, reshade. There's a million settings in your projector, you know, and you should be tweaking that first. And that's my non-professional opinion. I mean, just so you guys know, I mean, I don't just speak from Googling things. You know, I actually grew up, I went through Microsoft certification, A+ certification. I've been doing IT stuff my whole life. You know, so I do have some really good experience in the tech world. I mean, I live around computers, projectors, and all that type of stuff. I mean, I live for it. So my personal opinion is that you start with native stuff. Your projector should be what you can afford, and it's very important those lumens are. You know, I love WXUGA because it can give you that, you know, 16 by 10, or you can go to a 1080p if you want. Man, that is way uphill. It's breaking a little bit, but after you get your projector fully focused, contrast set, everything in there, if you're not happy with it and you want to tweak a little bit and reshade, rock and roll. And if you like it the way it looks better, I mean, that's awesome. I actually like native, and I like tweaking that native as much as I can. Now, on to your question, Tom. We got 14 feet, 1 foot uphill. Get in the hole.
Nice
putt. Get out of here. I am all about that. That's awesome. I'm telling you, I've been playing TGC a little bit lately. I have a cool videos I'm actually going to upload tomorrow morning for all the kids and families out there. So look for that video to come. And if any of you guys watching haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I really think we can get this channel to like 5,000 subscribers in no time. I mean, we've got past 2,500 here in a couple months. And the reason I want to get the subscriber base up is things like this. Everybody is reading this chat. You guys are actually interacting. It's not just me interacting with you. Tom, before your question goes away, the Unicore IXL is going to start at 10 grand. It's a nice little jump from the QED, and it's for many reasons. I mean, it is higher end technology, and you know, they're stepping things up. And I think that you know, I think it's going to be worth it from everything I'm seeing. I'll be honest. I mean, I think it's going to be incredible. I'm excited. I want to see it. I mean, I love how technology is you know, advancing the way it is. So do you guys think I can get my 9-iron there, or do I hit a soft 8? It's 156. And it's only 27 feet downhill. I think I have to chop a little off an 8 and hit a smooth 8 down there. I can't get a 9 there, not with just 27 feet. But notice the elevation in this course. This is northern Michigan. This is what northern Michigan looks like. It's unbelievable. I mean, it really is. So cool. SimSpot, appreciate the in-depth response. You're welcome, man. I appreciate you watching. Ask away. And if I don't have the answer, maybe somebody in the stream does, you know, or we'll get it for you. But yeah, you know, I think that reshade is out there for people to mess with, and I think the guys with lower lumens like it, and so I think it's cool that it's available for them, you know. Draw. Oh no, I chopped too much off. Get a members bounce. Okay. These greens though, did you see that? I mean, it just rolled up, rolled down.
You're on the green. A lot of work to do, but you're on.
A lot of work to do. Come on, John. Be nicer than that. I thought that was a great shot.
All right, 13
For me,
here.
Tom says, lucky I'm back at work. We'll start saving. Hey, man, this sim is years in the works. I tell people that all the time. I know people, myself, that have started with little tiny launch monitors, hitting into nets, trying to get distances, you know, in the wintertime, to then buying their first couple $1,000 launch monitor and hitting into a net with a TV, you know, that they had sitting around in their living room. Then they bought an enclosure and screen, you know, and then they've built and built and built, and now these guys have sims that they put out in their garage or in a dedicated room, you know, they added on, go to, you know, the guys overseas are great. I love the, you know, it's their garden, you know, and they're building these little, you know, golf sheds out in their garden and these little lots and stuff. I mean, it's awesome. It really is. There's a cool stat that the VP, North American VP of Unicore, and I were talking about that I think's amazing. And I don't know if it's just Asia or what it is, but over here, it's like whatever. These percentages are not accurate, but let's say that 80% of golf is outdoor or something. All right. Well, over there, it's like 80% of golf is indoor. So it's just amazing, you know, that the golf sim world has kind of taken off in North America, especially in these areas that, you know, have bad climates like Michigan. I mean, heck, man, I feel like we have 5 months of golfing weather. 13? Okay, so about 20 feet or so is what I'm thinking here. Oh, it had a chance. It had a chance. And you guys can see my putt. I don't know if you noticed, but I manually putted that a little left.
That hole's brought you down.
So I sometimes aim a little bit, and then I'll manually putt a little bit. Depends on what I'm feeling, you know. David says, finally got out today in California. Can't putt to save my life. Hey, I'll tell you what I'm excited about, though. So I've only got outdoor to play a little bit as well. I mean, the weather's been garbage. We weren't able to golf in Michigan. But the thing about this QED system that I don't even get in my high definition golf, you know, simulator, which I love. I think that thing's awesome. But this live video feedback, people think it's cool watching your face in and out. How about your putter? One of the most important clubs in your bag and you get to see what's going on with that, you know, real feedback from your putter. I mean, honestly, I haven't done it yet because I've only had this thing for a week, but I actually want to go out to the putting green and just sit there and putt and watch my video of my putter, just 40, 50 putts. And am I pushing every time? Am I pulling every time? You know, what am I doing? You could learn so much. You know, you really could. All right, so this tree line looks sketchy. I hope I don't, you know, draw too hard. I haven't really been so far. Maybe I'll aim just a little left. The big dog says, bought a $260 projector, AMD, $250 mat. That's the thing. To get started, who cares? Go buy some green turf from Walmart that you can hit off of as long as it doesn't hurt you. And now there's all this stuff available. You can buy a little hitting mat on Amazon or something. I mean, there's guys getting started, you know, value. I mean, there was a guy that just posted the other day that had a full setup. He had a mat, a couple $1,000 projector, or a couple $1,000 launch monitor, a value type projector, a screen, and it was like $5 grand all in, which is a lot of money. I mean, but a lot of people thought that couldn't happen, you know. I'm not even on driver here, so where's driver going to get me? A lot farther? Oh, no wonder. So do you crush it? No. I think I hit 5-iron. That's what I should do. That says there, but my 5-iron will go farther than that. I see what they're doing here. I'm not going to drive this thing. Brian Walker, what you got, man? Just tuned in. Is there a reason you're not putting manually with TGC versus using the marker? Well, did you notice I did both? So you must have just tuned in. So I actually use both. I manually move it, then I manually putt left and right. It's kind of like a little mix that I'm doing right now. I like it. I don't know. I don't want to putt too much left and right manually, and it's probably in my head, but it's working. And I've been improving my putting in TGC with the QED, doing it that way. Mine was about 4K all in. There you go. There you go. You can do it. I mean, you could buy a pre-owned projector, you could buy a pre-owned launch monitor, and then you build from there. You could save up and buy a really nice projector, a bunch of used stuff, and then build on to nice stuff from there. Just get one nice thing at a time, right?
Great contact. Nice swing.
That's drawing hard, though. It's going to put me... Oh, don't go in the rough. Oh, man. Almost would have been better off hitting driver and just getting it up there in the rough up there. You know? My 5-iron's only about a 200-yard club. Yeah, see, now I have 193 yards. Nah, that was a bad play on my part. Because this is a par 4. Now I've got to crush my 5-iron. I mean, not crush it, but this thing could probably roll up there. Looks like the undulation's a little to the left. Plus, I know I'm going to draw it if I get after it a little bit. I won't go too crazy. Ryan says, "Gotcha." Yeah, that's kind of my thing, you know. I like doing both. I don't know why. I'm going to mess around. I've been playing so much different software. It's like a brain melt a little bit, you know. So I was on here the other day putting, doing a demo, and someone was like, "Hey, do you realize you're hitting it to the wrong marker?" And I was like, "Oh my god!" And I kept blowing him by the hole, and it was funny. Sometimes I need to slow down. All right, let's see what we can do here. Oh, another pull.
This is not looking decent.
Pulled it so hard. Look at that. Yep. Should have hit driver. And then I tried to hit a different style ball up there. Let's see if we can get this close. Man, I was all about being even at Crystal Downs. Take that. 36 yards. 6 feet uphill. Doesn't look like it's going to break crazy. Now, I'm only in light rough. I mean, that's like a few percent or something, so I'm not even going to really pay attention that much. I'm going to try to carry it 30 yards or so. That's what I'm thinking. Not enough, or is it a bounce up there? Ooh! I didn't know that landing it there was going to be in that first cut. I planned on landing it kind of on the edge of the green. So luckily, a little bit of TGC love there.
Alrighty, that's
and we got out of there.
Down to even
Ooh, the short game is saving me.
Par 4 here. Let's have a nice clean drive.
I like to adjust with the putter too. Yeah, it's so much personal preference, Golf Sim says I started with a mat and net 8 years ago, and now I'm on my 12th version. See what I'm saying? I mean, just do what's you, and just build from it. You're always going to be tweaking it, 100%. Looking to start a simulator, OptiShot, SkyTracker, Mevo. Well, I mean, I'll just be honest with you. OptiShot is very entry level. If that gets you going, fantastic. Just don't expect the results that SkyTracker Mevo are going to get you. They're in that next category. So don't put those in the same category. OptiShot, great fun little sim in a box or whatever they call it. SkyTracker and Mevo are kind of sitting a little out in their own category. Next step up, in my opinion, would be the UNEEKOR QED, or GC2. Jay, I'm sure you've answered this question before. What the best outdoor launch monitor unit? Something I can set up and take down while hitting in a net and looking into a laptop for details. Well, when you say outdoor launch monitor unit, but hitting into a net, why does it have to be an outdoor unit? I mean, you're only going to go out there in good weather, right? So, I mean, you could take SkyTrack, Mevo Plus. I mean, you could hang a QED outside and bring it in at night, and just leave the bracket up somewhere. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do there. So you have to give me some details. Nice pitch. Yeah, thanks, man. That was, didn't even expect that, honestly. Look at this elevation. Northern Michigan. Northern Michigan. Oh my gosh. You go up and over the trees, really? Well, we got to do it. I mean, we got to try to hit driver up and over that sucker. All right, here we go. The big dog says, Jason, I just got SkyTrack, but I didn't have the room for Mevo. Yes, I've talked about that several times. SkyTrack allows a smaller space because even though it's different technology than this Unicore, it's reading like a couple feet, maybe even shorter. That's all it's doing. Where Mevo is radar, and it's actually reading the object. Okay, so I could take a ball back here and throw it, and it's going to read it. All right, that's why it read an almost golf ball, and stuff like that. Yeah, understand that they are very different. They're very different units. And if you have the room for Mevo Plus, a lot of people like it because it's outdoor and or it's capable of outdoor. Then you can take it out on the range, and it's reading that ball for a long distance, which is very cool. Let's hit this drive, and I'll try to get some more of those questions. I appreciate all the interaction, guys. This is awesome. I didn't know we were going to take off with so much activity here. This is awesome. And like I said before, if you know anybody you can share the channel with that would want to subscribe and follow and engage with us and talk, questions, answers, whatever it may be, share away. I appreciate it. I have polo shirts to give away coming up here. Not tonight.
Was exceptional.
That was exceptional for me. I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm just saying for me, that was the drive I needed. Oh, it's going to roll in the rough. Go figure. But I showed you guys the GSV Nike Dry Fit Players Polos.
Okay, so
well, they're getting embroidered. And I'm making them because I thought it'd be a cool giveaway for people to comment, subscribe, do things like that, and then also get yourself a sweet polo shirt. And I thought the logo turned out good. I thought it's nice. I sand wedge, and if you haven't seen that, go into the community tab in the channel. I do posts. I actually did a post today that was hilarious. It was the HD Golf screen that's been running in the background this whole time. It never goes, I never turn it off. And it shows like all these balls in like clusters, and then of course my couple big misses. You got to check that picture out. Go into the community tab on the channel. My sand wedge and lob wedge hit the roof before the screen. Any advice about what material I should put up there? Yeah, do what I did. And I didn't do this myself. HD Golf helped me, but this is a baffle system. So it's like a thicker material. You could literally go to like a Joann Fabric or something and get this material and just staple or attach, whatever you want to call it, screws and washers, and you make loops. All right, nice 8 to 12 inch loops of a thick material, and it acts as a baffle. So when that ball goes up there, and it grabs it and drops it down. You're not going to get a ricochet or something dangerous. So good question. No, definitely good question. Have you seen the birdie balls Phil's striker mat? Gives you the ability to hit off of sloped lies. Don't think floor-based launch monitors will work with it because of the angle, but the Unicore overhead might. Well, the Unicore overhead, believe it or not, is calibrated just like HD golf. I think it could handle a little bit. I wouldn't be doing anything crazy though if you want the most accuracy. I'm the type of guy personally, just like I talked about before, everybody has their own opinions, where it's sim golf. I'm in here working on my ball contact, and I want to know how far a ball goes when I make good contact. And I'm working on my swing and stuff. I'm not in here to try to think I'm outdoor and do a bunch of stuff like that, just because I feel like it's just going too far at that stage for manipulation. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. But that'd be cool. I mean, I'd like to see it if it really is something that could work. Jason, I've had my SkyTrack for a day, so not an expert, but I love it. If you have enough space for 8 feet behind the ball and 10 feet of screen, then get the Mevo. And I agree with Dog Pound. I mean, if you have 18 feet, like I have here, I only have 17 feet, and it's working great. Mevo Plus is sweet. It really is. We're supposed to get a SkyTrack unit to test, and we still haven't got it yet. From the software you've tried, which do you prefer for club comparisons? Say what you want to decide, 4-iron or hybrid example, any preference. Well, some of the software has like club fitting in it, like Creative Golf, the way they do that, or like the Ignite software. The Ignite software is basically club fitting software, so I think that you just would want to pick a software, or how about FlightScope Mevo Plus that comes with FS Golf. SkyTrack even has some decent software that I haven't dug into myself yet, but they're trying to do that now, where you can go in there and you can do categories, hit a bunch of pitching wedge, and then it gives averages and everything else, which is pretty cool. Even Awesome Golf, I think, did that, because I covered a bunch of Awesome Golf. I think their range, everybody was like, wow, this is impressive. Those foam pads. Oh yeah, you can do foam pads. The only thing about foam is it's still going to kind of ricochet. It's going to stop like the loud noise. The reason the baffle's so sweet is it kind of grabs the ball and drops it down. It stops the speed. It stops the speed of the ball. 67 yards, 7 feet uphill. I feel like I'm playing slow because I'm talking a lot, but I really want to answer questions. Oh man, look at this. It's going to roll right. Even if I stick it close, I mean, 67 yards. These are tough gaps for me. So my 58's about a 100-yard club. So I actually just kind of chop a little off on the grip and then try to just take a little off of my backswing and then pray. 67 yards. I pulled it though. I aimed left and I pulled it. Oh, and look at what happened when I pulled it. Went way too far. Gosh darn it all. Short game was going all right until I flew that one. Yeah, look at that ball hit crisp. It hit crisp, I pulled it, and now we're sitting here with a tough chip, and we're shooting 3. I got to get this close. Can we do it? 25 yards to the pin. So if I got this about 60 feet, I would think it would roll up nicely. A little more of a low type bump and run, I'm thinking, so it rolls out. Don't be too much. Oh, it's rolling out. Oh my gosh, look at it go. The bump and run wasn't the play. That was a damn good chip. Didn't know the undulation. Played it the way I wanted to, and just wrong play. I should have chipped that more instead of hit a bump and run. And now I'm in light rough, so I can't even putt this. I'm tempted to see if it lets you putt off that. It says rough. I guess it rolled into the edge of the rough. Oh man, guys, that just kills me. I was so excited to be even. These greens are brutal. I've been lucky to chip it close. 20 feet or so here. Stick. I think that's our first bogey. I think that's within the gimme. I hope it is. I don't need to putt. Come on.
Sitting at 1 over for the
There's
round.
the bogey. Sweet, thanks.
Coming off a bit of a
Forgot
bogey
about
on
Awesome
that
Golf.
last hole. Let's see if we
Yeah.
can do better here.
Yeah, we reviewed Awesome Golf. That's iOS NPC. Owner is cool as heck. I'd be more than happy to connect you with anybody for purchase or anything. Let me know. If you look back at that video, the range, like I had tons of people asking about the range. And then a lot of people were like, well, I don't understand why the graphics aren't amazing on the courses and everything else. And they missed what the software was really designed for. He made that for kids, which I thought was pretty cool. And these younger people, adults, everybody. But he wanted to make this like more fun, engaging training tool. And that's why it's so in depth, but yet has these games and stuff. I thought that was a really, really smart concept. That's what we need for the junior golfers and the young kids to get them engaged. They like tech stuff now. It's, you know, that's the age we're living in. Yeah, I just thought that was a great approach, what he was trying to do there. Whoa. Was that heel? Is that what that was? This damn driver. That was towards kind of the heel. That was just a poor strike. Poor strike.
Okay,
I get a sweet drive, I get a terrible drive.
Rough,
What's crazy about the sweet drive is that green just hosed me.
Deep rough.
Man, that was a tough green. 123, 6 feet uphill, soft pitching wedge is what I'm thinking. What do you guys think? All right. Yeah, a lot of the launch monitors are now coming with, like if you think of the ones we just named off, SkyTrack, Mevo Plus, and those are kind of in their own category. And then you go up to the Unicore QED that comes with Ignite, which also has all of that. You know, they're starting to get into that world too of that club fitting, you know, all the data you can bring. You know, that's a data point that Mevo Plus has that a lot of people don't talk about, is that angle of attack. I know that a lot of people wanted that. You know, that's kind of a club fitting type swing, you know, swing coach, you know, data point. Oh, my swing's falling apart.
This isn't looking positive.
No, that was not positive at all. That was a poor, look where I hit that on the club face. Almost like moved. Yeah. I don't know if you guys are watching those swing replays. I think that's really cool that you have that capability of running that while you're out here playing a course. I just think that's really cool. $18 yards. This is that same situation. I'm not gonna, it's like, hey, hit the 9-iron and chip it up there. Well, no, I'm not gonna do that because I know these greens are running like a paved road, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do a normal chip with a sand wedge. I'll roll to the right. Oh, I thought it was, you know, if I was a little shorter, that would have been better. I don't think that's within the gimme. I knew that was going to roll to the right. See how it's in line with the pin? And I just hit it just a little too far.
Okay, let's see what you can do with his 8-footer.
Oh, this is scary. So this is what I do. I aim a little bit, and then I might putt just a little right, just to kind of give it that extra, you know, roll right rather than just aim right. Nope.
Yeah, come back.
I was so scared to hit the ball. I mean, it needed to be farther right. That's the real facts. And then I kind of hit it down the line, didn't I? I didn't hit it right like I planned.
And that'll keep you at 2 over for the
2
round.
over now. Oh boy. Where's the birdie opportunity?
Okay, this is hole number 7 on the tee. Let's do this.
Jay, do you go through a lot of golf balls? Are you rubbing off the logos because of strike, or is that because of the mat or screen I have? I would assume it's your screen. It could be matte, but the ball's not. I mean, I don't think so. A lot of turf is similar, but screens can be hard. That's why they're loud, and then you don't hear much out of this. So this is a very soft screen. It's a very soft material. That's a very fine white material, and that way it's crisp. And then there's foam behind it, and then with another screen behind that. So it's like it soaks it up. And you'll see I've been playing with, if I can get this to, this is always so tough to get this to focus in. See if I can make, but this is playing with this Bridgestone ball now, you know, for a couple rounds, and you can see that it's really not worn off. There's one that's kind of worn. Must have hit that one really good if I can get that to kind of focus in. One that's a little worn right there. But if you're wearing off real logos on balls, not like marked ones, you know, which I guess those are probably marked as good as a logo is, I would assume your screen's a hard screen. If it's loud in that room when you hit the screen, I'm thinking that's doing it. What would you say the best budget launch monitor is? Well, we were kind of just talking about that. So someone brought up OptiShot, which is definitely an entry level launch monitor. I would say that it's going to get you hitting balls that launch onto software. It only has like one locked-in software that they use, but I don't think you're going to get the accuracy if you're a golfer that really wants to look at, trajectories and, have proper ball flights and spin. But that entry-level category seems to be the two competitors are SkyTrack and Mevo Plus. I mean, I don't really can't think of anything else that is performing the way those two are in the $2,000 price category. The next bang for your buck is this Unicore QED, flat out. I mean, at the $6,000 entry level with what it comes with and the data feedback and everything, I can't think of anything that touches it. I know some people like the GC2. I mean, that's an older unit. I know it has those flash, units inside of them that can go bad and stuff. So I'm not going to speak a lot for that because I don't have firsthand experience with it. And for being used and older, it still costs as much as a QED, I think. Heck, right now with today's market, it might be more. That should be pretty good. Oh boy, there's kind of water down there. Get a right bounce? Okay, I was going to say if it hit that little hill, has every good drive I've hit landed in the rough?
No,
but not like bad rough. Like just rolls out too far, it hits the fairway and then rolls down into the rough to the
so
right.
You're in the rough here.
I
Not
mean,
gonna lie.
every single drive I've just been, I've hit a couple great drives and then I just end up in the rough. It's so funny. 54 yards. Oh, I like how it's all running towards the hole. Hey, here's a birdie opportunity. Shooting two. Hello, Jay. Hey, it could be an eagle opportunity, right? Have you heard anything about club stickers for Better Club Day? Yes. So, Paul, you must not have been tuned in earlier. Unofficially, officially announced, I've talked to the team, and they are going to release an update for the QED system to have club stickers for whether you just want to play with them or whether you want to just use it for like more of like a club, fitting session that is coming. So there you go. There's your answer. Are you planning on watching Rory and Johnson versus Fowler and Wolf tomorrow? I think there's going to be people searching for Seminole on TGC after that. Why do I not know what's going on with that tomorrow? Is that one of the sim golf things that they're doing? I'll have to. It might be like, are they playing TGC or whatever? I know there's been some of that going on. TrackMan actually had a handful of people over in Europe that were playing each other, which I thought was a riot. But I don't think it was peer-to-peer though. I think it's funny that a lot of us that have simulators, could be organizing. Literally, if you had PGA tours with what we have, they could be playing, like a little mini tour for fun. I think it'd be a riot. I'm shocked you haven't seen that yet. They're playing like on Xboxes and stuff, but it's just obviously that's not the same. Thanks for thinking and getting the Mevo Plus. Yeah, rock and roll, man. I can help you with Mevo Plus. Let me put my email in there. Give me 1 second. Shoot me an email, and I can help you with Mevo Plus. Get it to you, you know, as fast as possible. Hook you up with the best deal. Free shipping, no tax. Hook you up. So, yeah, Paul, no problem, man. Sorry I was tardy rebuilding a deck. Oh, man. Good for you. Do it yourselfer, huh? DIY. I probably could build a deck if I needed to. I've built some walls and stuff in my day, but not, I've never built a whole deck. I built a tiki hut once. That was pretty cool. My buddy helped me. 54 yards. Be the right one. Oh, how far is it? How far is it? 6 feet? Is that the gimme? I think it's 6 foot gimmies.
All right, 1 over.
Yes, we're back to 1 over. I just kind of hit that with my old, this kind of lazy chip that I didn't want to, you know, crisp it. Oh man, I'm excited now. What do we? I might just play 9 holes. I don't know. It depends on how many people we have watching. I mean, we've had like almost 30 people here. You know, it just depends. I mean, this has been a while. I usually try to do like hour streams or so. You know, nothing marathon, because then what I do is I save them and upload them so people can watch them later. And then when they're watching them later, if they can't live interact, you don't want to make it too long. So we'll see how long these couple holes take. Okay, so. Yeah, I love my GC2. Got it a year. Oh, it's on NBC. Okay, I'll have to see what's going on there with that event. It's actual live golf, a match? What? A real match? How did I miss that? I've been so busy with things lately. That's crazy that I missed that. I probably saw it and thought it was another one of those like Xbox things and just been browsing past that stuff, you know? I know they said they're like live golf starts, you know, starts soon. Been reading all that. Oh, I'm on it. I'll be watching that. I love my GC2. I got it a year ago. Although if they had Flight Scope when I got my GC2, I would have looked at that instead. Yeah. Here's the thing about the GC2, and just so you guys understand, I was talking to Foresight. I'll have to see if we can get our hands on a quad, because I'd like to do some testing with it. Everybody knows that a quad performs really well indoor. I mean, it's a great unit. I just am like OCD in having that unit sitting there. I have not had it in here, so maybe it wouldn't bother me as much as I think it's going to. But having the unit sitting there, like, and then my daughter comes and kicks over the $18,000 quad or whatever, you know, would I freak out? Because I know it would happen one day. I mean, do you move it every time and get it out of the way? I don't know. That could be really difficult. I'm in deep stuff. Oh man, finally got myself into trouble. Just got the birdie. All right, positive attitude. Positive attitude. Oh geez, it's 297 and I'm behind a tree and rough. I mean, what do you do here? Do you just limit damage and just like aim over here maybe and hit like 5-iron because you know it's gonna come up short and just get out of here and then have an approach shot? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I aim left of the tree. What's going on here? Paul says, have to finish every conceivable home chore before the QED arrives. Nice. When my productivity will drop to 0. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, I balance the same way. We were with the family today doing things, and then later on tonight I said, hey, I'm going to go play around. So, hey, I get it. Balance your time. Thanks for this, Jay. I better go and do some real golf. It's midday in New Zealand. Tom, I didn't know you were in New Zealand. That's awesome, man. Keep doing what you're doing. It's really helpful. I built my sim setup during lockdown. It's kept me sane. That's awesome. Yeah, 5-iron. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. New Zealand, and you get to go play real golf in New Zealand. Hey, wait, if you're still on here, Paul, have you ever played Cape Kidnappers? I think that's in New Zealand, and it incredible. I have it on the high definition golf simulator. It's sick. It has all these like peninsula holes. If you're still on here, let me know. I think that's New Zealand. Cape Kidnappers. Let me know if you've ever played that or if you're by there. How do the software licenses work for multiple systems? Do you have to purchase E6, Creative Golf, etc. twice for the Mevo Plus and UNEEKOR? Yeah, you do. You do. I don't think they will allow you to switch from devices. They might work a deal out with you, though. I mean, that'd be really unique. I mean, you got to understand that it's different for someone like me. I mean, we're doing testing all day long with hardware. We're going to do beta testing, hardware beta testing, everything you can think of. So it's not a normal situation to have, 5 launch monitors flying all around, 10 pieces of software, so, but I'm sure if you did have it and you had a specific reason for having them or whatever, they'd probably work something out with you. You got to ask, right? A lot of the software companies want your business. I mean, they'll try to do something if they can. I mean, they also have to make money. They have to keep developing. I tell people that all the time. I caught that
Looks
a little.
Like you're going into the rough on this
That's
one.
where I was aimed. I didn't think it would go that far. No way.
Well, you're still in it, but you were hitting from
I mean, I would have hit like 6 iron or something if I knew that I would have got a hold of that like that. I guess I hit it okay if you look at it. Tom, you've played Cape Kidnappers. You gotta be kidding me. That's like a bucket list item for the PGA Pro here, and I have been playing that course, and we've made a pact that we will play Cape Kidnappers. We're going. Maybe we'll have to get a hold of you. Go out and meet up with us and play around. Show us the local way. That's awesome. That is so awesome. And your Days of Thunder quote. You're a racing fan now? I saw a couple of racing videos on your channel. And the Days of, okay, so now I see what's going on. I am our whole family, born and bred racing. Some of you guys got to see the channel before I officially kind of switched it over to a full business channel. It was A98CR125. That's a dirt bike. It was like my first ever dirt bike. Yes, we are a racing family. All kinds of racing. Cars. I think I need to club up here. Cars, dirt bikes, radio control cars. I'm actually pretty damn good at that. Not patting myself on the back, I'm just saying. All kinds of racing. We race, that's for sure. But now golf's kind of, I mean, I grew up playing golf from a young kid. It's a lot easier on your body, that's for sure. Nope. Uphill, deep rough. This hole is going to get the best of me. Gosh darn it all. Birdie to trouble, guys. Birdie to trouble. And honestly, not the best swings there. This hole has just not been great. What irons are you swinging? I'm hitting the Callaway Apex. I switched over to them last year because when I left golf for a while, I actually really needed some help. And so I was hitting these Callaway Rogues, which were nice, for being a game improvement iron. And then they have like a hot spot on them. And so once I started making better ball contact, I was flying stuff too far. You couldn't get good distances out of the irons. These Apexes, I could show you one of them. They're not too, there's the back of it right there. See if I can zoom in on that real quick for you. You look at the top of it, I can show you that. It's not that thick, so it's not a player's iron, but I'm not staring down at like this big hunk of metal, which I did not like after I kind of got used to, the Rogues, and I was, firing them too far. I mean, I'm sure the angle might have been, they got those hot degree on them and stuff, but there was a hot spot on those suckers, man. I still can't believe Tom played, Cape Kidnappers. That's crazy. Really into sim racing. Oh, nice. I have what's the sim racing software for radio control cars? Where you literally hook up like your radio control car and use your controller. It's pretty sweet. I mean, I'm a tech guy. If it's tech, I probably have tried it. All right, 21 yards, 9 feet uphill. I need to get this close. Kind of need to, I know I need to kind of flop it a little bit. And I'm in light rough. Stop, ball. Yeah, I tried to get it up, and when I kind of attacked it, it's just too much. Oh, so much for this hole, huh? Disaster.
Okay, this one to save par.
At least I have a par putt. I'd love walking out of here with par. You kidding me? Let's get our game face on for putting. Game face on for putting. All right, so it's downhill. So I got to be careful. I mean, this is way downhill. In my book, because it's so far downhill, that means I need to hit this like 5 feet. Oh, but look, because the speed, the brake was so heavy, man, I hope that's within the friend zone. Yeah, it is. Get me my bogey, move on. Holy crap, I could have aimed
Sitting at 2
way
over
right. Par, 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 bogey, bogey, birdie, bogey.
Nice little par 3. Let's see if you can.
I'm going to have to do another stream on the back 9 of Crystal Downs. That's what I'm thinking, you know, because we're working on an hour here. So Tom says, let me know if you come by or come to play Cape Kidnappers. There's an amazing vineyard where you should stay. Great wine, great food, cinematic golf. Unless I've heard that if it's windy, it's intense. That's really funny. That's awesome, Tom. What software has Cape Kidnappers? Did you record a video of that? No, I didn't. Actually, that's not true. If you look in the channel, there is some flyover coverage from HD Golf that I uploaded like pre-channel time. You know, look up Cape Kidnappers in my channel. There is some drone, and so HD Golf uses real drone video. They literally go out there and fly drones on every hole. You can see like golfers and stuff. It's fantastic. It's really cool what they do. Because you got to remember it's all live imagery and everything with HD Golf. But yeah, they have Cape Kidnappers. It's awesome. Really cool. My first full sim, man. HD Golf. Still play it all the time. So what? Can you hit an 8-iron just kind of smooth 28 feet uphill? I think I can. Let's do this. Walk out of here with a bird. Nope. I hit behind the ball a little bit, and see my club open up? I hit just a little behind the ball. Boom. This wasn't a crisp shot. I'm a little tired, and it's probably coming out in my swing a little bit. All right, let's get it close. Ryan, I've been doing some research. Okay. I've been doing some research on software for a sim and found your channel very helpful. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Please subscribe. Please share. I'm trying to decide between TGC and E6 for Mevo Plus, wanting a mix of practice and courses. Which has a better mix? Well, I mean, if you want a larger variety of courses, everybody knows TGC has just an insane library. I mean, we're playing a LiDAR course from Michigan, Crystal Downs right now. I mean, it really does have an insane library of courses. E6 ball characteristics is really good. Like, that's the thing. Everybody always wants me to pick, and the whole purpose of the channel is for me to get you guys enough content so you can get your own opinion. The last thing I want to do when I started this channel was to be pushing my opinion, and then you guys make a decision off of my opinion, and then get it and say, well, I don't like this or I don't like that. And that's the whole goal, is to provide enough content so you can see how it plays, see how it looks, and make your own decision. But if you're just talking about the amount of courses, TGC has a ton. And now don't get me wrong, it has over 100 and some thousand, 150,000 plus or something. A lot of them are little goofy courses and everything. Because you can go make your own. I mean, you can LiDAR your own local course if you want to. And there's videos on how to do that. But the ball characteristics on E6, it's pretty impressive. Those are kind of like my two opinions of them both. You know, without picking, I'm gonna have to sneeze. Excuse me. Something got me. I'd like to chip this in and finish one over at Crystal Downs for the front nine. And then we'll do a follow-up. We'll do a series, you know, of the back nine. All right, roll left. Oh, I played it the way I wanted to play it. Oh, don't roll away. I think I have to putt. 7 feet. You dog. You dog.
Okay, let's see what you can do with this 7-footer.
All right. I'm just going to manually aim. So like someone was saying a little bit ago, if I just manually aim just a tiny bit right, I should be fine. I should be able to get this. So 4 inches uphill, I would usually aim 10, 11 feet here. Gosh, darn it all. I ended up with a bogey. Oh, hey, that's a tough course. I mean, that's a tough course. 3 over, guys. 3 over.
But not bad.
All right, let's see what other questions you guys have here. I'll give you a preview of hole 10 real quick. Look at the elevation on the back. I mean, what a cool course. Look at the Michigan elevation. And you got to remember, this is LiDAR. So, you know, they laid this over top of the actual geographical, you know, information. I just love that. You know, Ryan, I hope that answers your question. Just so I'm clear, Mevo Plus doesn't have club data, face angle, and path. No, it does not. So pretty much everybody and their brother at this stage thinks that it's capable. And the reason that they do is because I want to say it was the XI. It's either the XI or the Tour from FlightScope. They ended up selling a license that gave you that data. I think it was the original XI. They weren't giving the path or the face angle at first, and then they sold a license. And so some people are of the belief that, you know, for $500 down the road or something, they're going to tweak firmware and everything else, and they're going to be giving you path and face. Don't hold me to that. I'm just telling you what this skeptical, you know, thinking is out there. But as of right now, no, it's not. Now, here's the other thing. It's giving enough data points where some of the software companies think that they're going to be able to accurately kind of show you the estimate of your path and face. But what I found so far is like TGC, for instance, is doing that, and I compare it to HD Golf, and sometimes it's really damn close. Sometimes it's way off. You know, it's wrong. It's got it opposite or something like that. The ball characteristics in the flight was all right, but it's wrong. So yeah, do keep in mind that it's not sending the actual path or face to any software currently. I surprisingly got approval from the boss lady a while back for the Mevo Plus. It's on pre-order. That's awesome. Now I'm showing my wife how cool the QED is, and she's not enthusiastic. Let's get her excited. Let's show her some videos. Show her the actual you know, video path of the club and ball. Brian says his wife rolled her eyes too. Oh, that's right. Hey man, you gotta have goals, right? You gotta have goals. Just like we talked earlier, that was like the first, you know, 15, 20 minutes we were all discussing about how you got to start somewhere and build. If the Mevo Plus is your first unit, fantastic. You know, use the hell out of it and sell it later and upgrade, whatever it may be. See if there's any other questions coming in. Chris Gates says, some issue I had with my TrackMan Maverick, I would assume you're talking about? TM Maverick. I mean, TM's usually TrackMan. I just don't know Maverick. Why do I not know that name? When I think Maverick, I think the new Callaway Maverick driver and irons. So if it's an old school unit and I'm just not thinking of it, that's my bad. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap this thing up. This has been an awesome live stream. I mean, all because of everybody engaging and asking questions. My golf, I thought, was spot on. I mean, I birdied there. I got us back down to 1 over, and then we got some bogeys. We ended up 3 over on the front 9 of Crystal Downs, up north Michigan, by Traverse City. So cool. Chris Gates said, if you flush it, they go crazy. Talking about, I must have missed something. I feel over my head. That helps a lot. Thanks. Just trying to gather what people who have to use the software a lot have noticed. Okay. So we'll wrap things up there. Comment in the video. I'll upload this, and so it'll be live later. Comment what else you want to see. Comment any other thoughts that we didn't get to. Chris has a question coming in really quick. Take care. On QED, can you play scramble format or alternate shot to mix it up? So that's up to the software. And currently, the online peer-to-peer, like on E6 and stuff, doesn't have it, but all that's coming. So scramble and alternate shots, that's all in software. Local play, most of them have it. The peer-to-peer has not come for most of them yet, and everybody's really excited for it. So, and you know, that's something that I think there's only normal stroke play inside the Refine and Succeed software right now. But that might be a great suggestion I can make to them if they don't have it yet. It's just I haven't dug enough into the stroke play side yet to verify that. So that's a great thing for me to look into. But for instance, like on E6 Connect, they have you know, all these things available local, and it's just not peer-to-peer yet. And then I know a lot of guys, TGC 2019, if you check out the Discord channel, they're playing some match play already online. You know, they're organizing it and doing it. So, but I love the like live alternate shot or like live scramble. You know, wouldn't that be awesome? I just think that'd be fantastic. So there's hopefully a quick answer for you there, Chris, before we jump off. So guys, I appreciate it so much for watching. Appreciate all the comments. A lot more to come. I have a cool video being uploaded in the morning. That's TGC 2019 for the family. My favorite family course. It's really cool. Check it out. We'll see you later.